My boy Bill, I will see that he's named after me. I will. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree he'll grow, with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss him or toss him around. No fat-bottom, flabby-faced bully will boss him around. My boy Bill, he'll be tall and as tough as a tree. Will Bill, like a tree he'll grow, with his head held high and his feet planted firm on the ground. And you won't see nobody dare to try to boss him or toss him around. No fat-bottom, flabby-faced, pot-bellied, baggy-eyed bastard will boss him around. And I'm damned if he'll marry his boss's daughter, a skinny-lipped virgin with blood like water. We'll give him a peck and call it a kiss, and look in his eyes through a lorgnette. Say, why am I going on like this? My kid ain't even been born yet.
Well, my most striking memory from the funeral,
Carrie Drake, Casper Star Tribute,
is seeing the Reverend Fred Phelps from Kansas. That whole huge scene go up in the park.
Do you believe the Bible? Do you believe that you're supposed to separate the precious from the vile? Oh, you don't believe that part of the Bible, do you? You stand there ignorant of the fact that 2 times for every verse that it talks about God's love, it also talks about God's hate.
A bunch of high school kids who got out early came over and started yelling at the people in the protest. The Fred Phelps people, and across the street you already had people lining up for the funeral. Well, there was this guy, I remember this skinhead coming over, just in leather and spikes just everywhere. And he came over from across the street where the funeral was, and he came into the crowd, and I was just thinking, this is gonna be a really ugly confrontation. But instead, what he did was he came over and he started leading everyone in Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Now, we all would not be here if this was just another murder that the state was going to deal with. The state itself deals with hundreds of murders every single day. But the facts that brought us out here try to make Matthew Shepard into a poster boy for the gay lifestyle. Well, we're not going to stand here. We're just going to stand here and answer. Just that simple.
6 months later, the company returned to Laramie for the trial of Russell Henderson, the first of the 2 perpetrators. It was to be a capital murder trial. When we got to the Albany County Courthouse, Fred Phelps was already there.
Y'all don't like that aspect of God.
But so was Wayne Patterson.
That's perfect attributes of God. God's hatred is pure for the termination.
After seeing Fred Phelps protesting at the funeral of Matthew Shepard and hearing that he was coming to Laramie for the trial of Russell Henderson, I decided that somebody needed to stand up to this guy and show the difference. And I think at times like this, when the nation is talking about hatred as much as it is now, someone needs to show that there is a better way of dealing with this kind of hatred. So, our idea is to dress up like angels. And we've designed this great costume. And we've got these huge wings. Oh, look at them, they're great. And what we're gonna do is, there's gonna be like 10 to 20 of us that are angels. And we're going to completely encircle Phelps. And because of these big wings, we're going to completely block him. So this big band of angels comes in, right? And we don't say a word. We just stand there, and we turn our backs to him. And we're a group of people who are bringing forth a message of peace and love and compassion. And we're calling it angel action. Yeah, this 21-year-old little lesbian is ready to walk the line with him.
When those old preachers lay their hands on my shoulders, that's called ordination. And then they deliver a charge from Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions.
Amen.
During the trial of Aaron McKinney, the prosecution played a tape recording of his confession.
Hi, my name is Detective Sergeant for the Sheriff's Office. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can
against you in a court of law.
The following is an excerpt of that confession.
So you guys, you and Russ, you go to the fireside. You're there by yourselves, right?
Yep.
So where'd you go after that?
Well, some kid said he needed a ride home.
What's he look like?
Like a queer?
He looks like a queer?
Yeah, like a fag, you know?
So how'd you meet him?
Well, this kid came up to me and said, I need a ride home. And I'm just like, well, you know, the dude's drunk, let's just take him home.
So, when did you first talk about jacking him up?
Russ and I kind of talked about it at the bar.
So what happened next?
Well, we drove him out past Walmart. Once we got out there, he started, you know, grabbing my leg, grabbing me, and I'm like, I'm no fag. If you do that again, you're gonna get it. You know, I don't know what the hell he was trying to do, but I sure beat him up pretty bad.
What'd you beat him with?
I blacked out. My fists, you know, the pistol, the butt of the gun. I'd had a few beers and I wasn't really sure what was happening to me. It's like I could see what was going on, but I wasn't the one doing it.
So what was the first thing that he said or that he did that made you want to hit him?
Well, he put his hand on my leg and slid up like he was gonna...
Did he ever try to defend himself against you or hit you back?
Well, he tried his little punches or whatever, but they weren't very effective.
How many times did you hit him inside the truck before you stopped where you left him?
I'd say I hit him 2, maybe 3 times. 6 times with the pistol, 9 times with my fist.
Did he ask you to stop?
Yeah, he was getting the crap kicked out of him.
What did he say?
Well, after he asked us to stop, most all he was doing was screaming.
So Russ, I'm assuming, dragged him over and tied him up.
Yeah, Russ dragged him over to the fence, tied him up. We were laughing, and then, you know, Russ got pretty scared and kind of turned tail.
So is Matthew conscious when you tied him up?
Yeah, I told him to turn around, you know, don't look at my license plate, because I'm afraid he's going to tell the police, and, well, I asked him what it said, and he read my license plate, so that's why I hit him a few more times.
So, just to be sure, obviously you don't like gay people.
No, I don't.
Would you say you hate them?
I wouldn't say that I hate them, but, you know, when they start coming out to me and stuff, I get pretty aggravated.
Did Matthew threaten you?
You mean this gay dude?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Not really. Oh, can you answer me this one last thing? Why'd you guys take his shoes?
I don't know. I'll never get to see my son again.
You'll probably go to court sometime today.
You mean I'm just gonna go in there and plead guilty, not guilty today?
No, you're just gonna get arraigned today.
Is he gonna die?
There is no doubt that Mr. Shepard is going to die.
So, what are they gonna give me? 25 to life, or just, you know, give me the death penalty, get it over with?
That's not our job. That's the judge's job, and the jury.